Oh my God, a house was on fire, an emergency call to the fire department. After a while, the fire was put out and luckily no one was hurt. What the hell? It was so dangerous. A gas plant was on fire. The fire department quickly arrived. The water-spraying robots were remotely controlled and no one dared to go near them because it was too dangerous. After a while of trying to put out the fire, luckily the fire was extinguished. Unbelievable. The bus suddenly caught fire in the middle of the road, smoke billowing everywhere. Everyone on the bus panicked, but luckily escaped in time. The fire spread quickly. The back of the bus was burned down in a moment. The fire department was called immediately and appeared not long after. A large crowd of people gathered to watch, anxiously watching. But luckily, the fire was quickly extinguished. It was a terrifying incident, but fortunately, no one was injured. It was terrifying. Our huge plane was about to land at the airport when suddenly the engine on the wing caught fire. Everyone on the plane was in a state of panic. Screams were heard everywhere. The entire cabin was in chaos. No one could keep calm. When the plane landed on the runway, the passengers rushed out in extreme fear. The fire was so fierce, it lit up the whole sky. The fire department arrived immediately. But no matter how much water was sprayed, the fire did not subside. Everyone was paralyzed with fear. No one understood what had happened. The cause of the fire is still unknown, but that image will forever haunt me. The scene was unbelievable. I stood not far away and witnessed the whole thing. A car was on fire right on the highway. The fire spread quickly. Black smoke billowed into the sky. I was overwhelmed by fear as I saw the fire engulf the car. The crackling sound from the fire made me shiver. Although the fire department arrived in time, the fire was too big to put out immediately. After a while, only the burnt frame of the car remained. The scene was terrifying and haunting. I felt lucky that no one was injured, but this event really left a great fear in my heart. Oh my God, I can't believe it! How did this car turn out like this? The fire was raging, the flames were towering, and black smoke was billowing into the sky. The fire department was trying their best to put out the fire, but it was too strong, as if it was out of control. I heard that the initial cause was a broken engine, but the scene was too terrifying. The flames licked up the body of the car as if they wanted to swallow everything. Finally, after much effort and tension, they were able to put out the fire, but the car was almost completely burned. My heart is still pounding as I think about what I just witnessed. What happened to my yacht? Oh my God, the fire was so fierce. The whole boat was on fire. Black smoke billowed into the sky. Seeing each part of the boat engulfed in flames, my heart ached. All the memories and efforts that had been put into it were now reduced to ashes. I couldn't believe this scene. Everything was horrifying and out of control. The phone rang in the quiet of the night, announcing that a house was on fire. When they arrived, the scene was horrifying. Flames were billowing and engulfing the house, lighting up the night sky. Black smoke billowed, making the air suffocating and heavy. Fortunately, all family members had escaped safely, but the fear and anxiety had not yet dissipated. The firefighters worked tirelessly, spraying powerful streams of water on the fire. But the fire was too strong, seemingly not easily extinguished. Every passing second seemed like a lifetime, and the anxiety grew as the fire continued to burn. It was a haunting and heartbreaking scene, making everyone watching choke up. In the quiet afternoon, a loud explosion suddenly broke the silence. A heavy truck stood alone on the road, burning fiercely. The red fire burned, the flames reached the sky, and black smoke billowed over the area. In just a few minutes, the fire department arrived, spraying powerful streams of white foam on the fire. The scene was tense. Everyone held their breath waiting, but the foam quickly controlled the fire. The truck was now only charred, heavily damaged pieces. It was truly a horrifying sight. The horrifying scene will forever be etched in the minds of the passengers on that fateful flight. The American Airlines plane was about to land when suddenly one of the engines exploded with a loud bang that shook the entire cabin. Screams of horror rang out, and anxiety filled the air. Everyone held their breath, scared but hoping for a miracle. Fortunately, the pilot successfully brought the plane down to the ground safely. Passengers immediately left the plane, their legs still trembling. Smoke was still billowing from the engine, but that fear will remain in everyone's hearts forever. Oh my God! A luxury yacht was on fire, the flames engulfing everything in sight. Black smoke billowed into the sky, and the flames lit up the surrounding sea. The sight was terrifying and horrifying. Fortunately, the men on the yacht were rescued in time before the fire spread, but the horror would haunt them forever.